What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark. Thanks again for being a part of Not Your Father's Capital. Let's talk some ICP. This is very important. We're going to get into some of these predictions, and more so, we're going to look into a article that was published on January 4th. And I've done this from time to time, and I think this is a very good use case for it. And we look back at a historical entry, like a historical data point where there was a publication where it was very bullish on ICP, and basically, as a trader, sometimes you can FOMO into those situations. So I want to break down this article. We're going to take a look into the live look into the trading view. All right, and give you those live numbers, show you where we are at right here, right now. And I'm going to break down a little bit on why this is important as crypto traders. I'm very bullish on what ICP brings to the table in terms of technology within crypto and their potential as a very strong pick for 2024. All right, so let's get down into it. And as always, guys, make sure you guys firmly subscribe down below, smash that like button, and check us out on X as well if you have not yet done so. Make sure you guys are all following me on that platform, because I do post things in real time, so you never want to miss a beat when something drops in crypto. Okay, but let's get down into it. And as always, not financial advice, so please do your own research and due diligence with all things crypto and financial. Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying nobody has a crystal ball. And within this article, it's a very FOMO-ish title that was published January 4th, the start of the day. Is it too late to buy ICP as the price rallied 55%? All right, and that's where we got into some talk with ICP, with a lot of FOMO, a lot of videos, a lot of content covering ICP, and a lot of times, a lot of people just become an expert overnight. So we read this article, and you saw, a lot of people got into ICP around, those low levels, sub 10. When we talk about some of the gains that people had, like at the $5 to $6 level, even lower than that. But now we've had essentially ICP push even further. We were talking $16, we were talking $22, we were talking $23. Really, really bullish numbers for ICP, and I am extremely bullish for ICP. But this is where we look into the analysis, and you have these articles published. Is it too late to buy ICP? All right. So that was where during this January 4th, we were currently at the $14.44, give or take. And you can look at some of the metrics trending upwards. It was very much bullish, bouncing off that 20-day moving average back from December 30th. We saw a shift, as well as looking into some of the, MACD being bullish and seeing a lot of the RSI factors that were indicating that ICP was simply just running hot. They were a little bit steamy, a little overheated on the charts with a possible risk of downside. So very much an all-encompassing article, giving you some good, giving you some bad. All right, but I want to break it down for you guys why it's important to not be emotional when you're trying to execute a crypto trade, especially with a crypto such as ICP, which is, for lack of better terms, it's been a very hot crypto. All right, a lot of people are getting into it. A lot of people are FOMOing into it. It was a huge gainer. But then there's going to be some profit taking along the way. I'm very long on ICP, so it doesn't really bother me from a day-to-day basis. But this is why I wanted to break this article down from January 4th into the perspective for you, because we're going to take a quick dive into the trading view. All right, and you can see if we go back to January 4th. All right, this is where you look into the wee hours before this was published. I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see. This was right here on the charts as we basically got into the new day. On January 4th, we were at those levels, the $14.33-44 range, and we were showing a lot of momentum down that flashed the day before. So you read this article and you automatically get FOMO, and then you enter a position of ICP around the $14.64 line. All right, now this is obviously a trading view, and if you're wondering why there's all these boxes and momentum up, momentum down, possible retracements, this is because this is my indicator. This is XT Algo. It uses me as basically a guideline. It's a very, very important tool within my day-to-day crypto trading, where I use it to basically not predict where things are headed, but basically to allow me to make better trades. Okay. And this is not a sales pitch. It absolutely works. That's simply what it is. This is a company that I'm partnered with, xtalgo.com. I'll put a link down below in the description. 20% off promo code NYFC, as well as a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you use my code when signing up, it'll be tagged down below in the description and in the comments box below. But this is where you look into why it matters. If you were buying on January 4th when that article was published, okay, you can see all this momentum down that you basically would have blindly FOMO'd in and went all the way down to the $11 range and below, and then eventually settling at the $10.38 level. So you would have lost about 30-40% in that trade, and you probably would have FOMO'd out at that time, and then you would have sold ICP and realized a loss in that regard, okay? But then now if you look basically when we got that possible retracement up from all that momentum down since that article was published, using this indicator, you would have got an indicator, an alert from TradingView on your phone on the 8th of January, okay? At around 8:30 in the morning Eastern time, you would have got a momentum up flash. And then from there, you would have been able to wait again for that momentum down to flash before you worried about exiting your position, and made roughly about 18%, give or take, on that trade in less than 24 hours. It was a little bit over 24 hours actually, but that's the importance of using very smart trading tools, and XT Algo is definitely one of those for me. It's invaluable for what I've been doing on the charts and executing some of my trades. And now we're basically in this consolidation period where ICP really doesn't know if it's going to break out or break down, and we're currently trading around $12.60, give or take, on the day. So very important to know what's going on and not to FOMO into positions within crypto, with whatever you're doing within your trading, because there is a lot of FOMO that goes on. I'm guilty of it. I've made mistakes in the past. And what I'm trying to get across to you guys is when I enter a new crypto such as ICP and you're like jumping on the train, if you will, having an indicator tool such as XT Algo really does put you in a better position to make better decisions. Okay, so that's what I got for you guys in this video. ICP is one of those cryptos that I have firmly placed in my watch list for 2024. It's a technology, it's a crypto of basically doing something in their own category, and it's really going to be revolutionary when we further get down the road within what ICP is building. So changing crypto, changing the internet, it's something I really am looking forward to. I hope it all comes back into what we actually were at before all that, the FUD exiting ICP. And really, as we get into the next bull cycle, there's a lot of positive catalysts along the way. We have the presidential election, we have the next Bitcoin halving, and now what we're getting with Bitcoin spot ETFs. It's very important to be educated and really, really in tune with what's going on in the crypto space. And I do want to note, though, it is fascinating that ICP kind of went its own direction during the spot ETFs being released. And I think that's something very important to note as well, because it's running independent and not being part of that Nakamoto coefficient when we look at trading alongside Bitcoin, and not correlating. It's something that's definitely going to set them apart for the future of crypto trading. So all good stuff. I hope you guys are all doing well. Enjoy the week. Enjoy the weekend. And like I said, guys, check out XT Algo down below in the description. I appreciate if you guys would all subscribe on your way out as well. And we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.